Hi everyone, I'm Rhi, the co-founder of Cheshire Cat Marketing, a digital marketing agency designed for SMEs and startups. I just thought, as it's International Women's Day, I would share a couple of tips that I have built up as a mum of three running my own business and offer some advice to anybody else who's in a similar situation. I will also give you a little bit more information about how I found the courage to go out alone and start a business in what is a pretty male-dominated area. So, number one, the tips. The first thing I found a massive help is outsourcing. So we don't outsource any of our marketing work. The only thing we outsource is our accounting. But by having our accountant, who is an absolute diamond, I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to do something that doesn't interest me. I don't have to get confused and overwhelmed and feel out of my depth with something that isn't really my area of expertise. By having him, it's actually saved us money because I've been able to focus my time on developing my team, taking care of my clients, and just making sure that everything runs smoothly and uphill. And yeah, I can't praise our accountant enough, number one. So if you're struggling with something that you don't enjoy, like it could be marketing, it could be accounting, it could be customer service, look for ways to outsource that so that you can focus on the areas that you're actually interested in. Your business will benefit if your passion's injected fully. Tip number two is if you are growing a team, hire above you. Don't try and hire people who aren't as good at you as you in certain areas. For example, our team is made up of individuals who are fantastic in different areas. We've got somebody who's really, really strong with email marketing, somebody who writes really great white papers, and then social media. And all of these people bring something to the table that I physically can't do, or I couldn't do as well as them. By having this mixed team of people who are better than me, it means that our business will keep continuing to grow. I'm not going to be the shelf, the limit on the business. I've got all these fantastic people who are better than me. And when you're hiring, it's important to think that way. At least in my opinion, it is. You don't want to hire somebody who can't bring the same amount of passion and creativity and excitement as you can, which is it's tricky, but if you find them, they are gems. Number three, this is one that I think I have to hold my hands up and say is probably the hardest one for me, and that is finding the balance. So first 2 years of trading, I was working all the time. And it's ironic because I started the business with the view of I'm going to get to spend more time with my children. I'm going to be able to pick them up and go to the school plays, and I'll never have to miss these things again. And I ended up working a lot more hours than I ever did in any role ever before. And that's expected in a startup, really. But it is important that you get that balance. You don't want to be going to bed at 3 a.m. and then waking up at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. or even 7 a.m. in some cases to try to look after your kids while responding to emails. You know, you've got to have that balance. You've got to have that time for your family. You've got to have that time for your health. And without having the right mixture, you're just going to be demotivated. You're going to struggle to find that excitement that you started the business with. But by making sure you're getting the right amount of everything, you'll be more focused when you're working, more productive, and you'll enjoy your life more. You don't want to start a business and feel burnt out constantly. Get that balance right, please. It makes a big difference. So anyway, now I'm going to talk a little bit about how I co-founded Cheshire Cat Marketing. So it's a very kind of male-focused industry marketing, and it's one that I have been in love with for a long time. I've always found marketing very interesting. I've really enjoyed my roles as working in different areas of marketing, copywriting, social media, SEO. It's been a brilliant experience. But going self-employed was something that I, as a mum at the time, I had 2 little ones then, and now I have 3. It was like pie in the sky. It was like, what, go rely on myself for my paychecks? Ooh, I don't know about that. I've got responsibilities, a mortgage. It was all very scary. It felt like I was stepping into the unknown. But thankfully, my co-founder, who is also my soon-to-be husband and father of child, he encouraged me. I think it's really important to note that when you're starting a business, you need to have a support network around you. And Darren, who manages the website and paid ad side of the business, he provided that. He said, you can do this, you're strong enough. And there were days when it felt like it was just too much. There were days when I wasn't sure how it was going to go long term. But realistically, we started out in the hope of us both creating a job for us that we could live and look after our kids. And we've now continued to grow to a team of 12. So that has over exceeded our expectations. I think, especially if you're a mum, you might feel, I felt that I was being selfish, trying to go self-employed. I thought my kids could miss out, and what happens if I have to cancel ballet lessons or football? What happens if it doesn't work out and we have to move into rented accommodation? All of these fears and anxieties were well and truly nestled in the back of my head 24/7. And it kept giving me so many reasons not to go for it and not to start a business. But I never really stood back and thought all of the positive sides through fully. It took somebody else to give me a nudge and say, well, look at everything we could have. And that is possible. And it was life-changing. And I think one of the things that at Cheshire Cat Marketing we're really proud to do is to help support other people who are looking to start a business or who have just started a business but need that extra push, just like I did, to really kickstart things, that extra help that they need to get in front of people. It's never easy when you start up, but with the right people around you and the right self-confidence, you can achieve great things. And if there's anybody out there who needs some free marketing support or advice, you know where I am. You can comment below, or you can go to our website and just pop it in the message box. And I can organise a free consultation and give you some advice, no hard sell. I especially want to help as many other business owners to enjoy the life that I now have and that I very nearly didn't have the guts to go for. So yeah, happy Independent Women's Day, and I hope you all have a fantastic time. If you have any more questions, please leave them below and I will get back to you. Bye.